So we all know that the whole MCU is based on approachability. Whether you like it or not, whether you like to admit it or not, this is a 100% fact. When you look at the movies, they are trying to reach the widest possible demographic because of toy sales, because of course of all the merchandise, and because of course it's a Disney property. But not just that, Disney has a very big history of putting out rated R films, just not under the core division of Disney. They have two sub-studios that are famous for this. And I've talked about this before, and now I want to bring up the fact that a couple weeks ago, maybe a week ago, I don't know, time is skewed, it doesn't matter anymore. Anyway, it was blatantly asked of Kevin Feige if the MCU and Disney ever had a plan of putting out a rated R film. And up until this point, we all know that he was very adamant of saying, we're not doing it. Now, the tone changed and he said, well, currently we don't work on rated R movies. It's not out of the question, but currently, no. Now, it's funny there how the tone has changed, right? And I honestly think he's still telling the truth. But here's the catch-22, and here's what he's not telling us. Venom is probably going to be rated R. But guess what? Like Spider-Man Homecoming, that's not a Disney movie. Yes, Disney's overseeing it, Marvel Studios is overseeing it, and they're sharing the character. It consists, and the characters are in the same world, but it's not their rated R film. Just like Disney, like I said, they've put out a ton of rated R films under their other divisions. That's essentially what they're saying here. So technically he's not lying. They're not putting out a rated R film. Of course they're not, but Sony might. And since it's part of the shared universe, by all technicality, they have a rated R film that's just not theirs. And when you really think about it that way, it's the most safest way that the studio can say that without confirming it. Now, of course, Logan and Deadpool have done huge numbers, and look at what they've done for the rest of the universe, but they're not going to suddenly go out there and make the Dark Phoenix movie rated R. It doesn't need to be. Sure, it can consist in the same universe, it can coexist, but you don't really need that. And, down the road, when Venom does end up appearing in something MCU, you can handle the character differently, but also still kind of stay true to everything that's happened. Let's not forget that Wolverine was literally slicing up people in X-Men 2 and there was a ton of blood, but that was still a normal movie. It wasn't rated R. So it is possible, and I think they're going to do it, and that's their way of saying it.